Alright. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain, Alberto Zertuche, and I've got an MXL Raptor here, and we also got a padre. So that'll be the next video, but I'm going to be spooling them both up, and I'll be doing a mixture of 60 to 100 pound tests. We've got some JV in the house right here, and then we also got the Diamond Gen 3. So depending on how much each of them take up, we are going to be looking at it. Alright, and normally with the avets, we go with 60 pound to 100 pound. So, ooh, that looks gorgeous. Woo. Love these Patriot reels by Avet, as well as the first responder. And they also have the thin red line as well. So.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I got a line. I'ma call the whole team.
The same way too, but it's a disease, man. That's this man right here. I'm not telling him anything he doesn't know.
I just picked up a 553 Harrington a few months back with a Kula Makara 50 white, 450 at the pawn shop in Annabelle.
No kid.
That's the guy they didn't know what they had. I did.
Well, it wouldn't probably have golden things. I wouldn't imagine. They know what they have, what they get.
They priced it the price of a brand new.
Yeah.
They had two drivers there, a 30 and 50, $6.99 for the 50. They wanted $4.99 for the 30. That's a brand new price. They have nice stuff, but
Yeah.
and they won't go down.
I had bought a fly rod, a tie board from them. I actually got a pretty good deal on it from them, but that was like the last deal I ever got from them. It was a decent deal.
I did pick up a badass disco for $32. I got the truck check
That's
out.
a good deal.
Throwing in my video.
Oh, it's good. Hey, that thing works good.
Yeah.
Like the barber style, where it flicks out.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to want to return, but I was like, nah, I like it.
That's a cool design. Where's that from? Academy? Academy?
$45.
Oh, I like that. I like that design. It's cool.
Yeah, it looks like a 130 all zoomed in.
Renee?
That's your thing. I'm always there with Albert. I always live here in my day.
That is good. You know what that reel's going on?
Huh?
You know what that reel's going on? It's going on the redneck.
Oh, yeah.
It has those colors in it.
You already pulled off the flag, right?
Oh yeah, it's long gone. Now it's just a Patriot now. It's been renamed. It's been renamed.
Watching that Genesis? Well, Will Smith.
The movie he just did or what?
Huh?
The movie or what?
Where he's a hitman?
I don't guess I've seen that.
Alright guys, I want to do a little close-up here on this video because y'all saw how I was battling the line. It kept piling up on one side and I had to fill in the groove. But this is how awesome this line is, the hollow core. Is now it looks like a spool of thread. Even though I had a rough start, I was able to level it off. And you can see it. I mean, it is completely smooth on there. And like I said, I'm taking the time to show you this. And that shows you how the line actually works in comparison to solid braid. Because once you mix with solid braid, you get it all nice and clean start. But as you pile up like this, you lose that. And when you lose that, you start gapping and getting all that gappage to where your line capacity drops. But because this is hollow and it fills in all that gap, here is proof right here of what's actually happening. I'm losing gappage, meaning I'm filling up more braid per spool because of what it's doing. And here's a prime example. I mean, like I said, I'm going to leave that in there to show you how uneven it was. And it was because I was following the line, letting it do its thing. But then it would jump backwards and I'd pile up. So I'd have this groove on this side. So I'd fill it in and then now it's all level, meaning there's no gap now. So there you go. Prime example of why we also use the hollow core. So the top shot, we're doing the Gen 3, right?
No, we're doing the 100-pound grade ground line.
Oh, you got some in there?
Yeah. White.
I got the Patriot on 3 reels, the Patriot line on 3 reels.
Alright, so I'm at 400 yards of the 60-pound on this MXL Raptor. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put the 100-pound test. We're still using, we're going to do this.
The white Jerry Brown.
No, for the next reel.
Oh yeah, for the next one, yeah.
We're going to use the same thing? Or we're using
No,
the
we're
Gen?
using the Gen 3, it's going to go in the fat.
Okay. That way I can go ahead and close this off.
Yeah, you can close that off. We're done with that one.
There's your sticker. Yeah. And I saved you that and the tape too. If you want to rewrap it.
Yeah.
How many yards is on that one?
It was 1,200.
Oh, wow. So you got 800, about 800 left?
And I'll write it all down that way because, man, I forget, man, after a while. Well, you see me write it all down, but then I know exactly what I need to come in here with, and it's no surprise, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Come on. Open up. Oh, no wonder. I thought I didn't have a sticker and it was giving me problems why it wouldn't come apart. Sometimes. Oh, man.
Is it another side spool or?
Yeah, I got no way to. I'm gonna have to download this to another spool in order to keep the line counter going. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a guess. A little bit of 100 on this one. We're at 6 yards.
6 yards. What does that mean?
That's why I had to change it over because it wouldn't let.
Oh, because it wouldn't show you how much was on there.
Oh, it's hitting the spool or what?
Yeah. See, right here, this gouge.
Yeah.
There's a deal right here. It hits this edge here.
Oh.
So it locks it and won't let the spool spin. Like right now, I just downloaded your 100 or 300
Right,
yards
right.
and only read 6 yards. Because once it levels off there, it stops spinning the spool. So that's why I have to download it to the other one. Especially if you want to get the line count right.
And so this thing won't fit in the center part of the spool, then I guess that little spool.
In that little spool, because it's too far to the left.
Oh, because that thing doesn't move any farther to the left.
No.
So what happens if you put a screw there and a bushing that pushes this out farther? Then wouldn't it go in the center then?
It more than likely will, yeah. That's more adapt and overcome that I really
Yeah.
haven't gotten.
That's just another one to put on the list.
Yeah. Give me my little screw.
Yeah, I used to do Power Pro all the time.
Is
Is Power Pro? Yeah.
this any good? I bought a reel that has this stuff
I
on it.
have-
It looks
I've
like
used
this
it,
stuff.
But now that I've gotten more into power casting
Yeah.
and throwing farther, once the bird nest,
That's
that's
it.
it. That's it.
Party's over.
When Jerry Brown, you can bird nest it, and you work with it, it comes out. I actually gave Albert the most worst bird nest ever.
Oh, was that news? It was on the. Man,
It took him an hour and a half to get it done.
That was a monster. I was amazing how you got that thing out there.
And that's Jerry Brown. You wouldn't be able to do that with Power Pro. I was getting so frustrated at the pier, I was just going to cut it out. And I was like, no, bring it to me.
That was a good video. That was a good video.
Yeah, I kicked him out of the sheet. I'll go, no, like, get out. Go get it. I was like, go, get out of here.
And another time I was in a
Okay,
rush.
no, I was like, no, I'm going to, like, push you out. I wanted that real bad.
And another time when I went out fishing, I was in a rush because everyone was fishing the jetties and reds were hitting. So I loaded my rods and I usually slide the levers up. But one I forgot.
Oh, can you bring me the phone, please?
And I forgot. So,
Hard life,
just
baby,
the number
tackle.
one. So I was driving to the island in the White Cap, where you go behind the apartment complexes, I mean the condos, to go back there, and I'm south jetting. I hear my glass turn on, the all pulls up my line. Oh shit! Dude, I had a line from here all the way to the wall. It was just sitting there dragging out and dragging out. So I said, shit, so I just scooped it up like this in a pile and threw it in the back of my truck. I was trying to do it, and I said, you know what? I cut it. Told Albert, hey man, I lost about, I don't know, 50, 60 yards of line. Bring it to me. It was in a mound. You get it undone, spliced it back. It's 110 yards, something like that. And he spliced it back to my reel, and I got all my line back.
So that's what I like about it too, man. I mean, I don't want these, knots when you're trying different lines going through your eyes. It sounds bad, it's got to be
Ding,
bad.
ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
I
ding.
don't,
And when you're under pressure,
especially if you
really,
knock a ring out of that damn thing.
and the thing about too, when you're under pressure and all that bind hits the guides, actually pop the guides off.
Yeah, right. And see, that's the main reason that I like this stuff.
I used to do a double uni all the time. Whatever I did, I did a double uni and slid them together, and that was my knot to tie them end to end. Which is fine, but then ever since he got me to Jerry Brown and Avets and everything changed.
Yeah, I used to do that crazy Alberto knot. That's what I would use to put them together. But heck, I haven't had to use
That's
one of
when you
those in
do
a
the
long
loop
time.
and you spin it around like this, spin it back down,
Yeah.
you go through and it tightens that. It works.
It works. I've never had one slip.
No.
But I don't, and all the new stuff that Albert's done for me, I mean, I haven't had to go back to even time one, so I'd have to go back and look at the video and remember how to do it now.
To remember?
That's, to remember, because I don't do it anymore. But if I'm going to tie one into monofilament, that's probably the route I would use, I guess.
Well, now you can get what I did too. Is I did my own. Al was showing me, and I did my own. I got 130 pound braid, 100 pound mono, and inserted inside the hollow core, about 18 inches in.
Mm-hmm.
Tied it off, and then did your hitch knot around it. And my test was offshore. Hooked up a 7-foot shark with that, and I could see the knot. And I was like, man, I hope this thing don't slip. And dude,
Never did, huh?
just pulling, grip and drag. 20 minutes in, I finally passing rolls, went back into the reel, and just kept going.
Wow.
Held up.
Hey, and any of these sharks, do y'all ever eat shark though? Or
Oh, yeah.
you like it? I mean,
Black tip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Black tip.
you know, nobody ever talks about eating shark. You know?
Black tip is great.
And you can keep those.
24
Is it
and up.
24 and up?
Bonded head, 24 and up.
Is that a good eating shark? Not
I've
really.
never eaten it. Black tip, I've eaten it. Black tip is good.
I'm a shark fisherman, so when it comes to eating shark, I'm gonna eat good shark. They say those little ones are good. I haven't tried it myself, though. All right, so I've got 400 yards of 60, 100 yards of 100 of the Jerry Brown on the MXL Raptor, which is the numbers we were normally used to looking at when we spooled up these reels. So I love to see that it's back on there right.
1,500 feet, bro. It's more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Now
guy,
you can
this
kite
guy,
that out now.
this guy shipped right out of Jerry Brown too.
So you can
it's
kite that out 400 yards now. And leave 100 yards to fight.
Slug it over, Daddy! Yeah, I remember for a while there we had to tell people, okay, you're not going to get this yardage.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. And when I was ordering this, I've been wondering. But you know what? The last stuff I've got, and it says that it's all new lot. It has been good. I mean, so far so good. Thank goodness you didn't say, "Oh, I feel something." They just went through or nothing.